swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champion, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right.
He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QB.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got a little space. Turning it on. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season or the first part of the season? Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snags it inside the 20.
Well, that's a good omen for this offense, obviously. It's early in the game. You've got the lead, and the ball's bouncing their way. Really nice catch there, David, on the deflection.
A good early omen, for sure, for this offense. Like, when you're getting deflections and you're catching those, that's a good start to this ball game. Let's get some positive juices flowing, because those are breaks that sometimes turn into interceptions, but early in this game, it turns into a big catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Wildcats will try to pick it up on fourth down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Kentucky right back to the line. Back to throw, it's Jefferson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Puts it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Quick strike complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Wildcats want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
There he goes. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's down. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wilson will throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's down. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Waddle. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always...
Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Rush is on him. It's on target and complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Kentucky going quickly. Gonna look downfield again. Throwing right. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
It's a turnover on downs.
To the air on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Hubbard.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Wilson to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner.
Brings into the open. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Kentucky. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Georgia offense will take over.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff to the single back. Got enough for the first down. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw. It's complete to the left. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Throws to the back. It's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Working that left side now. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wilson to pass. Wide open downfield. Flying out to the left. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no no shot at catching it.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. To the air. It's Jefferson. Touchdown, Wildcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Georgia offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Looking left. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Georgia sent out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Kentucky. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wilson will throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Shakes off the defender. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense, got him at the 27. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
Wilson to pass. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
56, Georgia.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play. He's taking the shot. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Kentucky! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Powers through the defender. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wilson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. Ran through the contact. Off to the races to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Dell. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Georgia, 28.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the right side. Off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
At the 43-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game.
Georgia, 28.
Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Secures it at the 30. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down for this offense. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield. It's Waddle. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Going for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it up to 15. Touchdown, Wildcats. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the Vikings.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Fakes to grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there. You can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's the pressure. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Averill. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there. They couldn't make the connection. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives in between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their... to get a stop in this fourth quarter and getting the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This time it's complete. Still running up the 40. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Sometimes people put too much stock in the higher-ranked team is supposed to win. Looks as if that's going to happen thanks to the passing game in this one.
Yeah, they've got weapons, and we've seen that in the early part of this season. Speed on the outside. When they've got one-on-one matchups, they take advantage of it. They're making a statement here today, Bill.
Yeah, when you do it against elite competition, your ranking starts to climb, the belief starts to climb, the pressure will climb as well, but this is a good statement day for this team.
Kentucky right back to the line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Slams ahead. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.